Hello everyone and welcome to Keepsakes by Patty Cakes. This is Patty and today I wanted to share a policy envelope made out of a window envelope. And this is what it looks like, and what I've made it for is to stick down to the back of my junk journal that I'm making. I'm not sure if I'll be using this one or the one I'll be making with you today. But as you can see, it just opens up like that, and then you have a journaling card inside. And this one's just backed with some coffee dyed paper. And I've sewed around this one, as you can see, and just closes like that. So to get started, we just take a junk mail envelope like this, and what I'm going to do is just snip off the edges of the envelope. Just a little slither because I want both sides open. Okay, and your envelope will be like this. Okay, but what we want to do first is we want to cut the envelope down to a little bit above what we're going to have as the flap. And that doesn't look very even, but that other part will be gone. So what I'm going to do is just take my little blade and I'll make a mark with a pencil about how far down we want to go. I should have waited till my nail polish dried because it's getting on everything, but it's okay. Okay, and then I'm going to go a little bit below that because I want to be able to fold at least maybe, that's probably 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch. It's not very straight. Past it. Oh my, I'm getting it everywhere. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw a line and cut that front part off, leaving about, like I said, a 1/2 inch to fold over, just to make it a little bit sturdier. And we won't be doing anything to the back, and you can do that if you want for yours. But I'm making these to be actually glued down, so you won't see the back. So I'm just gonna eyeball this and make it straight as I can. And then I'm gonna glue that down. How's everybody doing today? It's rain, well, we have thunders going on, and we're supposed to have thunderstorms, and it keeps raining on and off. But, and look what I did. I made it down too far, so all I'm gonna do is just refold this so it comes down a little bit further. And then I'm going to take my bone folder, just give it a good crease. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is I cut this the same width as the envelope ahead of time. And my envelope is about 4 3/8, or yeah, 4 3/8. So I'm just going to put it over top with the bottom lining up, and I'm just going to draw some lines, and I'm actually going to make them a little bit below where my window actually is, and a little bit in from my window. That way, whenever I cut it out, you won't see the edges of the envelope. So all I'm going to do is take my pencil and get it as straight as I can with my line, and draw from there down to where we have our lines marked. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. And it's kind of hard to see my marks under here. So I see this one, and it's about here. So I'm going to come up. Yeah, I can't see my other mark. I see it there. Let me just put it this way. Do it up to the line. Then we'll draw the line across. And up at the top. Let me see. Then what I'm going to do is take my cutting mat and just take my blade again. And if you don't have a blade, you can always, cut an X in it and take your scissors and cut around. But I'm just going to try to do it this way. I'm not very good at it, so just try the best I can. That doesn't look very straight. Let's try it. Didn't quite get to my corners. Okay. Yeah, I see the top is really off. Let me just line this up. Oh, that's not too bad, I guess. And then If you have any pencil marks, you can just take an eraser. Uh-oh, look what I did. Oh, there we go. It's good right there. So I need to cut this off right in here. Well, I can go above that because I can fold that over. I'm just kind of feeling where the edge of the envelope is. So I'll just take my trimmer again and cut that maybe 1/2 inch from there. And I'm going to just go around the center of this a little bit with some distress ink. Okay. And if I can position this right, I'm just going to glue this all down with a glue stick because I will be sewing it after. But make sure you get it glue around the window real well if you're not going to sew around the window. Okay. And I'll just take a wipe. To get that glue off of there. No. Oops. Leave it to me. And put it down straight the best we can. And it looks like I got some nail polish on mine. And it's okay that this little bit of white shows because I can cover that up later somehow. There we go. Yes, I went a little bit too far up. And then on the inside, I'm just going to take a piece. These are, by the way, Angela Kerr's digis. And this one, I'm just going to cut off again. Doesn't need to go up above or anything. I just wanted to cover the window inside. So that ought to be good. And I'm just going to use some tacky glue for this one. And the reason why I cut it open, so you could open it up like that, is in case you want to sew it. And it's a lot easier to put this inside part on without having to get glue all through your envelope. But you do you and do whatever's easiest for you. So I'm just gonna Stick this in. Yes, there we go. And now we can do the inside and the outside of the flap. And again, I've cut another piece the same size as the envelope. And I think what I will do, I wanted this part up here to go over to this side, but it's got to go over the full flap to the back. So I'm just guesstimating here. So we probably need, and I'll just cut it down in here. Oops. Oh wait, no, we don't want to go too far down. Wasn't thinking. Let me do this again. If I put this to the back, want it straight, and I'm gonna fold it here. Okay, then we'll lift this up and fold it over the flap. And then we don't want it to come down past this window. So I'm just going to mark it. Maybe to here. Might be a little far, maybe up here. I'll just cut that off. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just use this glue, my stick glue. And try to line it up. Not sure that I lined it up so well. Doesn't go past. I think we'll be good. Wipe the glue. Okay, you can see where this comes down a little bit too far, and after the glue dries I'll go ahead and cut that off, but right now it's all very wet. And I think that's glue, I'm not sure. Okay. Let me think here for a second. We are going to need the policy little circles. So all I'm going to do is take some cardstock, and what I did on the last one, I used 2 for each one, plus whatever you want to use for your tabs. Let me see if I can just kind of crease this down. There we go. Now this one is going to have to go, that's going to be tough. I was going to say partially on this window, and I'm going to say it's going to have to go through this, and I don't know how that's going to work out. I know that when I watched a video on it, that she had one of hers partially over the window, but not so sure it's going to work on this one, guys. So you're going to have to be mindful of that when you make your own, that you have enough room to put your little circles. Which I did not think about on this video, so that's a big blooper on me. I may have to put something hard there to secure it. This one looks crooked a little. Okay, let me think. Well, since I messed up here, I might take this window down a little further. By putting a strip of something across the top. Not that. Not that. Maybe lace with something hard under it. I'm thinking that I can put that through. Let me see. Find a piece of lace that would work with. Maybe. Yeah, I need something thicker, I think, so I can put a backing to it. So I can put the a brad or something through it. Thicker, thicker, thicker. Let me see what we have. Kind of need something straight. Maybe even white. It's got to be longer. Something wider. Like this. Maybe something like this. Let's try it. Just cut long enough piece. Sorry for my error, guys. I totally wasn't expecting that. I think maybe I could take the top of this, which is the right way. This one. I'm just going to take this, maybe. I think. Let's see how wide I need this. About 1.5 inches. I'm just going to cut about 1.5 inches off, but I need to cut this in half. I'll do it this way. So, an inch there, right there. And we need, I think 4, did I say that was 4 3/8 wide. One, 2, 3. That was way too short, Patty. Not doing well on this video. What did I do with the other piece? Oh, jeez. Let me try this one. Set it 1.5 inches, right? 1.5 inches. And just do it this way. Let's see. Yeah, that might work. That way I'll have room to put the brad through or whatever I use. So I'm just going to glue this down with some Fabri-Tac. Dry white and push that down. Get some of that extra glue off. Okay. Okay, then I'm just going to glue that onto there. So, like I said, don't forget about the little policy things that you got to put on. Although, anytime you make a mistake, you can fix it somehow. Okay, now I'm just going to find the center of these. Excuse me. And going to ink. That one doesn't look quite centered. I'll just go with it. Oh, while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and ink the envelope. I'm even going to do that part. And now would be the time to sew. Oops, don't have to do that part. This part, if you didn't have to, yeah, I'm going to cut that part off. If you didn't have to correct it like I did, you would sew across this part, but don't sew it around yet, because you're going to want to put your little circles on before you do that. Ooh, sorry guys for the noise. I'm just going to ink that. I'm even going to put some up here on it. And we have the outside of the flap. And I think on this one, well, I probably can't do it now, but I was going to round this, but my glue's still wet, so thinking maybe not, it wouldn't be the best time to do that on mine. So now I have room to do this, and this hole, it's driving me nuts. I know it's not straight. Just trying to find my eraser here, my mess. Just had it, and I did my other one, and now I can't find it. The eraser on the pencil doesn't work. It comes out. Sorry about that, my video cut off. So the only thing you missed was me putting this part on, and I also sewed around it. And then, of course, when you put this on, I put a little charm, a little key. And so now, the only thing we need to do is to make the card to go inside. So I have a little piece cut out here already to save some time, and I'm just going to ink that up. Okay, should probably keep that, and I have a little label, and I have a few other little pieces here. I might as well ink those as well. I have a few roses here. And then I have a little pot for planting. Isn't that cute? I have a little leaf. And some pussy willow. And I think this is a rosebud, but I'm not positive. A little bird. and a butterfly. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do is glue on the label. Got some glue. And I'm just going to put this in the upper left-hand corner. And then I'm going to try to keep this glued towards this way so, you know, it'll show there. Not quite the middle, but almost there. That'll go right there. And then this is going to go here. Right, and then this little one, see, this is going to go here. This will go here. So I want this about there. There we go. And then this leaf, I want to go down here. So it's going to be like that. Put this around here. And I forgot I wanted to put the bird behind this. Yeah, that's not going to come up now. Maybe I'll just put it down here. Okay, now for the back, it's plain, so I'm just gonna leave that for writing space and just ink a little around it. And I don't have a tab made, so I'm just gonna grab something out of here to use as a tab. Let me see. Maybe one of these. Yes, I think I'll try that. Oops. Probably should have used my Fabri-Tac. Maybe I'll use that on the outside edges. Just like that. My dry wipe, just kind of get it in there. There we go. I hope it'll go down in far enough since I put that on. Let's see. I'll probably wait till it dries. Well, you can see part of the can in there, which looks cute. But I'm just going to leave that out to dry, and that's it. So I thank you all for joining me, but I forgot one more thing. The little butterfly I wanted to put up here. There's no blues in there, so I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't. It's kind of bright. But it does add a pop of color. I kind of like that. And maybe I'll leave it. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this one. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.